Greetings, fellow artists. In this mini tutorial, I'll talk about how to eliminate distortion, as well as how to draw from a reference. A common problem is having your reference or your drawing surface at an angle to yourself instead of straight on. What I do to help eliminate this and the distortion caused by it is I reach out my arms like a zombie and sort of point with both fingers. If I can touch both my fingers onto the surface at the same time, then I know it's parallel to myself, and I'll touch the top as well as the bottom to make sure that it's not angled too far down. This is part of the reason that drawing tables or easels exist, so that you can tilt your surface that you're painting or drawing on up so that you can see it more straight on. So I'll repeat this zombie touch on both the surface that I'm drawing or painting on as well as on the reference. Now, let's talk about how we can transfer what we see on the reference onto the drawing surface. For me, part of preparing my reference properly is to make sure that it's the same proportion or ratio of height to width as my drawing surface. If this is the case, then you can proceed with the following. Extend your drawing arm all the way out with an implement, either your pencil or brush, in your hand, and try to get the angle from one corner to whatever it is you're measuring to. And then you hold your arm at that same angle and you move it over to the corresponding corner of your drawing surface. You make a mark from the corner along that same angle past where you think the point of the object is. Then you go back to your reference at another corner and get the angle from the corner to the same object. You transfer this angle over to your drawing surface, and where these two lines meet is where your object should be. You can double check this by going from a third corner to the object, and it should line up. The issue that I've been having in trying to video my paintings is that I've placed the camera where it is perpendicular to the drawing surface, and I have to stand or sit to the side of it, so I'm not actually straight on to the drawing surface anymore. This begins to cause a slight amount of distortion on the drawing surface, and if you repeat the same process of measuring the angle from one corner to another, and then another corner to the object and transfer that over, you'll begin to see that it doesn't quite line up the same. Perhaps I'll try to get these initial angles and measure these points off camera instead of being off center trying to get these points correct or having my head in the way on camera.